living up to 80 years in a healthy, strong, and very mentally alert state of mind. In these times when life expectancy is becoming increasingly shorter, should attract a great celebration to thank God for making this rare milestone a reality. That's the story of foremost statesman, lawyer, banker, and a politician of the progressive bent, Senator Otumba Olabiyi Durojaiye. God indeed had a meaningful purpose for Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye's life, against all odds placed in his way from birth. He stayed a record 13 months in his mother's womb before he was miraculously given birth to. The Archbishop Vining Memorial Church in Ikeja, Lagos, was filled beyond capacity on Friday, 8th of February 2013, as friends, family members, and well-wishers from far and near converged for the Thanksgiving service to commemorate the 80th birthday anniversary of Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, who was one of the progressives who laid the foundation for democracy Nigerians are enjoying today. Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, who through God's guidance was able to weather the storms of his life, hails from Ijebu-Igbo in Nigeria's Ogun State. He was given a very impressive support by his kinsmen and women from Ogun State, at the head of which was Governor Ibikule Amosun, and key figures in the different spheres of importance across the land. The traditional institution and different political parties registered a robust presence at the church service. The choir and the congregation rendered special songs at the service. In his sermon, the officiating minister congratulated Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye for the grace granted him by God to witness the epoch in his life. Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye was urged to continue to be steadfast in serving God and contributing to the upliftment of humanity, which has characterized his life in the last 8 years.
Today, Durojaiye is carrying out the injunction in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18, which says, "Thank God in all circumstances, when we suffer afflictions or misfortunes or adversity, our souls will still boast in the Lord of faith as faithful Christians." There is no saying that Senator Durojaiye is one of such great minds. The celebrant has grown through the vicissitudes of life, through so many trials of life. B.E. Durojaiye's autobiography reveals a lot about his celebrant's gifts and qualities. This book is a monumental document and an encyclopedia about Senator, about his life, and it is a must-read for everybody. Senator is weighing his blessing kilogram by kilogram today. He is listing them one by one, and is amazed at what the Lord has done in his life. Praise the Lord!
Governor Ibikule Amosun of Ogun State also spoke of the celebrant in glowing terms, from whom he said he and a lot of other like-minded progressives draw a lot of inspiration. He prayed for long life and robust health for him in the days ahead.
All of you, congratulations, because you are indeed the celebrant, because you're making you so young. Senator Durojaiye is one of those few elder statesmen that we have that have toiled selflessly, not just for where he comes from, which I know indeed it's one of those that made the difference there. If you see those developments happening in Ijebu, I'm sure he will be counted as one of those that did all those wonderful things there. On behalf of the good people of Ogun State, congratulate and pray for that as he has celebrated his birthday today. He will celebrate 90th and he will celebrate his centenary the 100th.
The celebrant's children and entire family partook in the Holy Communion, where special prayers were said for them. The Thanksgiving session, which saw friends, family members, and well-wishers of the celebrant felicitating with him and the family, formally brought the Thanksgiving service for Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye's 80th birthday anniversary celebrations to a close. The magnificent Haven Event Center in Ikeja, Lagos was venue for the reception. Here again, the celebrant Otumba Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye's enormous goodwill, garnered over the years in his interactions with people from different parts of the country and beyond, came to the fore in the multidimensional representation of the dignitaries in attendance. Gracing the star-studded event, which was chaired by the celebrant's bosom friend and former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, GCFR, were Governors Babatunde Fashola of Lagos, Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, Ogun State Deputy Governor Prince Segun Adeshegun, and former Governor of Lagos State, Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, Emeritus Governor Bola Tinubu, and Rear Admiral Ndubisi Kanu, also a former Governor of Lagos State. Lagos, and indeed the entire nation, stood still for an illustrious son of the land, a self-made man who studied and earned 2 degrees, BSc Economics in 1960 and LLB in 1976, both from the University of London, through private studies. He was called to the bar in 1979. Otumba Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, who contested for the presidency of Nigeria, was one of those who put their lives on the line for democracy to thrive in Nigeria. He worked in the Central Bank of Nigeria, where he retired as a director, and the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company between 1984 and 1989, where he retired as executive director in the Finance and Commercial Department. The passage to eternal glory of his wife, Chief Mrs. Olufunsho Durojaiye ni Olubanjo in 2009, to whom he had been married for over 50 years, remains to date the saddest part of his life. The reception proper began with the observance of a minute silence in remembrance of this great woman who played a pivotal role in the life of the celebrant. In the introduction of the chairman of the event, General Yakubu Gowon, GCFR, the master of ceremony, Prince Bisi Olatilo, dug deep into his life history and unearthed very useful tips which he shared with the audience. These included his very impressive and multifaceted exploits in sports in school, an outstanding pole vaulter, long-distance runner, boxing captain, and goalkeeper. In his own remarks, General Yakubu Gowon, GCFR, went down memory lane to reminisce on his close relationship with the celebrant and the qualities that endeared the celebrant to him, which he observed he has not deviated from, even over 50 years after knowing him. He wished him very good speed as he soldiers on in life.
It is a great pleasure for me to be here to join you all as we celebrate a dear friend, a good and a loyal politician, a staunch Awoyist, for whom there has been constancy in his words and actions. He will always stand up on the side of his people. He will always stand up for whatever he believes to be justifiably true, and he will always stand up for Nigeria, his country. You can always count on him to speak his mind regardless of whose ox is gold, and you can always count on him to call whatever is not good bad.
The highlight of the event was the presentation of the autobiography of the celebrant, Guided by His Hands, a story on how God uses love, benevolence, and faithfulness to turn things around for Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye against the daunting odds that faced him at different stages of his life. The book reviewer, Emeritus Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, and distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Olorunimbe Mamora, described the 350-page book, which is divided into 12 chapters with foreword written by erudite Professor Wale Omole OFR, as containing exciting detailed account of Senator Durojaiye's mythical birth in a polygamous family setting, his early childhood, and some unique happenings while he was growing up within the community in Ijebu-Igbo in Ogun State.
The 330-page book, whose author's handsome picture adorns the front cover, is divided into 12 chapters with 3 appendices. The book is appropriately dedicated to the author's parents and his darling wife, all of blessed memory. The foreword of the book is written by erudite Professor Wale Omole, OFR. The print is good and the language is simple prose, making its readability easy and attractive. The book is garnished with photographs which in themselves tell volumes of stories. I'm greatly honored to have been requested by the author to do a review of his book, Guided by His Hands, an autobiography of Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, MNR, the Otumba Kolawole of Ijebu-Igbo, whose public presentation is the reason for our gathering here this afternoon.
Thereafter, the book, Guided by His Hands by Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, was launched by Mr. Modupe Alakija, whose younger brother is married to the celebrant's first child, Dr. Mrs. Fumilayo Alakija. The book presenter spoke glowingly of the very special attributes of the celebrant, which have continued to inspire him and the younger generation. From then on, goodwill messages and outpouring of eulogies took center stage in torrents. Governor Babatunde Fashola of Lagos State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, former Governor Lateef Jakonde, Ndubisi Kanu, and Bola Tinubu of Lagos, as well as others who shared close relationships with the celebrant, looked at the man, Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, from different perspectives. They all returned the verdict that God has specially blessed them with benevolent disposition towards all manners of people. They all agreed that Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye is a role model who has helped in shaping the society very positively.
I feel very comfortable and proud to be associated with what the celebrant Senator B. Durojaiye represents. At many times in the evolution of the history of Nigeria, and perhaps at the very difficult times, you will find his name among the names of those who stood up to be counted in order to save Nigeria. That on behalf of all my colleagues in the public service of Lagos State, and those of us who stand elected as beneficiaries of this democratic experience, we owe a debt of gratitude to the selflessness and the sense of patriotism of people like Senator B. Durojaiye.
Senator Durojaiye has demonstrated to us the importance of knowledge in preparation for higher public office. He's demonstrated the importance of courage. I haven't read the book, but I know a bit about this Nadeko Day story. So I can tell you he was a bold activist, he was a committed patriot, he was an unrelenting Democrat, and he put all of that to great use. I am very proud and very honored to pay honor to whom it's due, to pray for longer life. He's already had a long life, but we want him to have a longer life, in good health, in excellence, and to continue to watch over us, his children that are now in the saddle, in the service to our nation and our people.
I know that Senator Durojaiye is a Yoruba man, precisely an Ijebu man. I also know that as a Yoruba man, he believes in the values of the Yoruba nation. And of course, the Yoruba nation is no different from other nationalities that make up Nigeria. We all have the same values, those values that form the tenets of good behavior. On this occasion, tells it all about this man, Olabiyi Durojaiye. So on behalf of the Council of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, in which I'm chairman, we will purchase a good number of these for our library so that young men and young women who are going to be leading our international relations will learn from this man of integrity, this man of great honor, this man of great courage, this man that believes in the unity of our country.
Special presentations were made to the celebrant from different quarters, especially from those whose lives he has touched. The cutting of the birthday cake was conducted by Emeritus Governor of Lagos State and National Leader of the Action Congress of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the celebrant, Senator B. Durojaiye, surrounded by his children and grandchildren.
You are 80. God will give you more of this great life in good health, and you will be 90. I will keep you, give you good health, you will be 100. Thereafter, whatever you decide with your God, we all obey. You've lived a great life. A life that is blessed. A great leader of immense commitment. You taught many of us to make sacrifices. In the name of the Father, the Son, and Jesus Christ. God bless you.
The celebrant's vote of thanks captured his innermost gratitude to all those who played one role or the other in his life and the success of the birthday event.
I thank all of you. Those of you who have not yet attained 80, and I know many of you have not yet attained it, God will make it possible for you to attain it in good health, sound mind, with good children all around you.
The 80th birthday anniversary of Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye, who was an alumnus of the prestigious National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, KURU, ended with a great performance by King Sunny Ade, who also performed when he was 70 10 years ago. General Yakubu Gowon, the celebrant, his family members, and a wide range of well-wishers took to the dance floor to excitingly dance.
Congratulations for your birthday today. We wish you happy birthday. Ó ti ṣọ̀pọ̀ ọdún. Ó ti ṣọ̀pọ̀ ọdún. Ó ti ṣe ogójì ọdún. Ó ti ṣe àádọ́ta ọdún. Ó ti ṣe ọgọ́ta ọdún. Ó ti ṣe àádọ́rin ọdún. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tó wà. Ó wá ṣe ọgọ́rin ọdún wà lẹ́yìn. Lọ́lá Elédùmarè, ọba aláṣẹ. Wọ́n ṣe ọgọ́rùn-ún ọdún láyé àjòjù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Once again, it's hearty congratulations to Senator Olabiyi Durojaiye for hitting the 4 scores milestone in grand style.